Welcome back, guys, to Mass Effect Andromeda. We're here on Kadara, in the slums. I think I found myself a murder by the look of it here. Cause of death, exsanguination from a knife wound to the stomach. Loss of blood, a Solarian killed. Why you guys do this?
Fuck off. This one's ours.
Friendly.
Looting is wrong.
She for real?
Looting is wrong. What a little bitch.
Let's not antagonize them further, Pathfinder.
Sure I can't just shoot them? Because of course we're heading out into Kadara now. To find ourselves our diseased victim. And stop a pandemic, hopefully. That's what we're really after all.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Well, deploy if you will, as we reach Harfell. New location discovered?
The water's on fire. That's not natural, right?
An exothermic reaction from the sulfuric acid coming in contact with water in the atmosphere.
No wonder it's toxic. The shit's on fire.
See, this is why I have to have this bad language warnings. Everyone's going at it. As we bring in the Nomad.
Alright, Sam. Show me what we've got.
Kadara's water is dense with sulfide minerals, the oxidation of which produces toxic streams and lakes.
So, no skinny dipping?
No dipping at all, Pathfinder. Even the Nomad's shields cannot withstand the water's corrosive properties. The presence of monoliths suggests a vault that might reduce the acidity. However, outlaws, pirates, and other unsavory exiles inhabit Kadara's hills. The further you travel from the mountain, the more dangerous it will become.
Good to know. Let's get out there.
Acid. Because I've always liked acid in games. It never means bad things for everyone. Not at all. So the emergency shield discharge has now been researched and installed too. That's great and all, I guess. But we have ourselves not only a quest right in front of us, but a massive amount. And now we can see like hidden weapons caches and stuff. We've unlocked the ability to see it. Crazy as that is. Right, so modern medicine's over there. Of course, what we're really looking for, though everything kind of goes in order, the Hacker's Sanctuary on Kadara we're about to reach as well. It's way off that way. So we should probably head up through here and up there. Easier said than done, eh?
I need actuators. Watch for Observer Remnant.
And then what?
And then the same as always. Shoot and loot.
I can get behind that.
Shoot and loot.
This area can be mined for resources.
I bet it
You
can.
can extract minerals via your mining interface.
But there's a quest here from someone at the very least. Hello, Senelis.
Taking in the view?
It's spectacular. These sulfur pools are dumping grounds for bodies. People hide all sorts of evidence out here.
Give them credit for putting the land to good use.
My name's Cineris. One day there'll be a reckoning for all these murders. I'm trying to collect the evidence and account for the victims.
That's just bleeding heart crusader crap. I'd rather collect whatever's on the bodies and make some cash.
This is Drexel, a leech. I'd prefer to shoot him, but that would kind of go against the whole grain of my work. These cesspools are scattered everywhere. If you find any bodies in your travels, let me know. Future Justice will thank you.
Or let me know, and I'll thank you right now.
Future Justice. Or so you say. Right, 5 bodies to find around the place. It wants me to scan something there, judging by a vibration that came. So these bodies generally skirting the water? Or not, is what I wonder. On fire water is an interesting phenomenon. Let's get away from it. Right, that's actually bring up corpses aplenty right next to us. So one over here. Lovely. A planet full of death. That's pretty much what we're looking at, isn't it? Well, at least I can tell roughly where I'm going, thanks to things. There's a corpse around this location, supposedly. Easier said than done for finding it. Oh, deep in there.
This body was dumped here, as Daenerys claimed. I have recorded the location and relevant DNA information for any future investigation.
Wow, slightly touching the acid instantly nuked my life support. We obviously cannot take a single step within that. Not that I was trying to anyway. Not that I even thought that I was inside, I'd like to add. But game decides what game decides, after all. Of which there's a body in a pool straight over here. Now how does the well, that's the answer to that question. How does it deal with the acid? Essentially, it starts nuking us into oblivion. So you're actually supposed to engage it like it's some kind of platformer? Which is fun for all the family, I'm sure. Login, Caitlin Pello. Why do we ever pick up that helmeted weirdo? Bax doesn't shut up all night. Even Marcus can't calm him down. He just keeps muttering and picking through the trash on his sled. Between Baxter being nutty and Pale still being depressed, it feels like the whole team's falling apart. Even finding a new stasis locker didn't cheer anyone up. And why the hell did Marcus make me juggle our ration packs for an half hour? Since when am I a circus act? Oh god, Baxter started banging a ladle around like he's calling us for dinner. Screw it! I'm getting the pistol out of the rover. If that freak tries anything, it'll be the last mistake he ever makes.
The locker contains personal items. It is registered to the Parchero.
Oh?
Chero? This is from the Solarian Ark.
They made it.
It looks like a salvage team is hunting down these lockers, meaning there's more. The Solarians are out there somewhere.
They're alive, but we don't know exactly where, do we? Well, I guess really it's just nice to know for now. So the body is somewhere this way-ish? Yeah, further away at this point. I take it it's right there.
Oh, shit! Okay, don't
Not
touch
what I
that.
intended. I jumped backwards rather than put away my weapon.
Look at the relevant information.
Yeah, I can see this place being absolutely hellish for me. I'm probably always going to be on low HP, just due to the terrain. Well, then you question how well I can get around everywhere, to be honest. Considering all this acid. That might be a monolith, but I'm not getting up this hill to get to it. Just yet, anyway. First of all, let's deal with that last body, which is straight ahead of us. And then move on from there. At least this one seems to be fairly simple. So where's my unfortunately dead person? By the look of it, a little bit behind all of this. Why are you just walking in acid? You silly numpties. You know it's not good for you, right?
Another murder victim. I have looked at the relevant information.
By the look of it, I have to stay on the, well, there's different colours of land, and I have to stay on a certain type. I do need more uranium, though, so whenever I see that, I need to grab it. Well, at least that's the third body found. It's the getting to grips with a new planet moment. Here they come. No, I think I nearly ran it over, to be fair.
Pathfinder, this area
Was rich in aluminium? Well, I'm going the opposite way from that. Trust me on that sentence. Right, let's
can be
turn
mined
right
resources.
and get ourselves a monolith
can
done,
extract
shall we?
minerals via your mining interface.
The Varan Sculp. I don't think you'll find any Varan around here, though.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I should be able to get some purchase and climb up here.
Liam, when we're paired up, I notice you're often taking position close to Ryder.
Could be.
Seems like a deliberate attempt to be the one protecting her.
She's the Pathfinder.
You do that when you're out there with the others?
Not so much.
I see.
You just basically confirmed to her that you're, you feel PB's a threat. I mean, you did jump on her before and all that.
Gotta say, I was hoping for more yar pirates and less
Shooty pirates? Well, I can't even get to this monolith at this point.
pirates.
You can't always get what you wish for. I think I'm at least finding it now. There we go. Let's go get ourselves some glyphs, shall we? I wonder where they're going first of all. So that way's one. But again, I'm kind of underneath it and I need to be on top. It's nice that one's an easy scanner. So there's one on top of there, but this one actually has something to climb up to it from. As if I can make it. Okay, it's only going to be like here-ish. Or is it actually behind me? Or it's actually on the side. And not all the way up. This time around anyway. That one is, however. And that's the real challenging one. Looks like I could probably jump onto it from there. There's a nice, lovely research beacon here, though. It's nice to hear they're actually following me rather than standing in acid this time.
I think that's enough.
You think? Standing acid isn't enough. Oh, what? We've actually got some to do here. Well, if there's a puzzle, I will engage with it. Especially because it's not really that hard a puzzle. One of the easiest ones we've seen so far. Hey, that one's got to be a Y, so that one's got to be a Y. Nice to have an easy win for once, isn't it?
That did it! Nice going.
No problem.
One down, 2 to go.
And where's my car? Right, let's keep continuing along the way. To our next quest beacon location, which is slightly
Anyone
to the
know
right
some
of my
good sheds?
position.
I could pull a parrot out of my ass.
Liam? No, just no.
Not quite sure where you're pulling parrots out your bum, but
Doc's lab looks
it looks like our quest destination's a little bit full. I would ask who's around here at this point, but it would be you. You've got armor though. Meet my Krogan Warhammer. It smashes people, you know. You think you're running up from me, sharpshooter? I'm not letting you get away with that. Alright, next on list, you. Okay, you kind of got round me a bit. But you'll be dead in a second. From the burning, if not the Warhammer. Gotta get used to its slow usage. To be honest, there are definitely better weapons, but I wanted to use it for the fun factor. Well, I've got the high ground now, which is nice, but I can't see anyone because they're all inside. Feel free to explode. And then we'll work on the rest. What? There we go. I'll shoot you in the bum to kill you. I promise that's not going to go well for you. Stop taking shots at me. I will not make myself a stupidly easy target. Just a mediocrely easy one. Hello, Dr. Faramth. Well, I'm not intending to.
Don't hurt me. Please, don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
I'm not here to hurt you, Dr.
Faramth. Dr. Arena Faramth.
I only want the Oblivion formula. Then I'll be on my way.
Ryota sent you, didn't he? With a sob story about Sloan misusing his medical breakthrough.
Something like that.
Oblivion wasn't his breakthrough, it was ours.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
Because I'm not hiding behind a false shield of morality. We always meant Oblivion to be a highly addictive drug. That it has medicinal value was a coincidence.
Then why did Dr. Nakamoto quit the Outcasts?
Ryota didn't quit. He was fired. Push Sloan for a bigger cut. You've had what, one conversation with him? I've known Ryota for years. Everything he does for credits.
But you're different.
I place survival above credits. Give Ryota the formula, and I'm as good as dead. Sloan will see to that.
I've seen Sloan's outfit. Not a lot of doctors. You're too valuable to kill.
She'll see it as cooperating with the enemy. Loyalty's more important to Sloan than brains.
I'm not buying it or keep the formula. It's two weird options. I'm not buying it as in don't believe you, but I don't know either party. I think probably anyone here is working that kind of agenda.
This is getting complicated. How about we pretend I was never here?
I'll tell Sloan it was a collective attack. Thank you.
Actually feel it's probably not a good idea to mess. I can't tell that it's definitely true. Slums need another re-up. Also adjust the dosage. We had 2 more die on us. It's bad for business. We want them addicted, not dead. Lab Monkey should have another batch ready for you pronto. As for the dosage, might be dangerous to adjust without Ryota. I suggest keeping it as is. So he was definitely in on it. Whatever your medical experience, just do as I say. Catus. Well, the other guy was definitely in on it. I don't know. The thing is, if you destabilize a place that relies on a drug-like economy, a lot of the time you can just actually cause a lot more worse things. He says, trying to sound like he's moral high ground. But completely unsure as to what to do. I don't know who's lying or not, and I don't know if there's any way to find out or not. That's the be-all and end-all of any of that. So I don't know who's doing what, telling what truth and what not what. How am I supposed to know? In some regards. Right. Onwards we go. There's a hidden cache up there, but we want to reach all the way up there for hitting rocks for science. Come down to the firefighters, get this point, and then, of course, make it all the way over there, where there's more minerals to scan, another memory trigger, and most importantly, this. She seems to have landed far away from the populace. Of her choice or not is really the thing.
Okay, cut the crap. You got a problem with me, Costa?
I don't know. Are you actually here?
If I'm not, you're haunted.
I mean here. With the initiative, we're doing something important.
And you don't trust me.
Like I said, depends on whether you're here.
He just wants to know that someone's in with a cause. Well, there's another quest up there now if I take the detour. The question is, how easy is it for us to bump over that mountain range? It looks like if there's ever a point, it's going to be there. Oh no, wait a second. So I can't jump over these mountains? I must return to the mission area. It's even going to warp me back. So there's a definitive way to go, and it seems to be through the pass. And then it'll probably let me up and over rather than just being able to climb over to each section that I want to go to. Which is actually a big shame and kind of keeps me incredibly penned in. Which is definitely not what I'm after. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm doing unintentional tricks, but there seems to be a definitive path all the way through the place. The question is when we can turn right and really get exploring. Oh, sorry guys. At least one of you is going to have a bad day. So it might be that we have to reach the end of this area and then head upwards? Which is interesting in and of itself.
A wind farm. These exiles sure are resourceful.
Must be how they power Kadara port.
I don't want to run over the quest giver, but we've got some more here whose face is blue and lit up.
Assholes took everything but the rotor hub.
Trouble with scavengers?
Always. Who are you?
A pathfinder with the initiative.
A pathfinder? On Kadara? Holy shit.
You said you had a scavenger problem?
Right, yeah. Bastards come at night, pick the turbines clean of parts. Expensive and annoying.
Sloan doesn't provide security?
Too busy with the collective. I'm not asking for guards, I just want our parts back.
Any idea where I could find these scavengers?
I've started putting trackers on the more valuable parts. Yard drive, generator, they've all been taken to the same nav point.
I'll check it out.
If the parasites put up a fight, don't feel bad about offing them.
To be honest, it's generally how I solve problems. So you don't have to worry about that. Look like a Krogan Guardian force there. Obviously they're not doing that great a job. But then I might just be pigeonholing that person into being a warrior when it isn't. Krogan scientists do happen. Well, I need to make sure I'm around the right way round.
Well, well, you're not like the other scrubs around here.
What makes you say that?
Your gear, it's high quality, like the rest of you.
What can I say? I like the best.
Then you're just the woman I need. When the exiles came to Kadara, they hid caches of Nexus supplies all over the Badlands. Junk, mostly. Stale protein bars and rations. But among the shit are some serious weapons lifted straight from the armory.
And do you know this how?
I helped steal them. Problem is, those weapons are too good for the scum down here. And I can't sell weapons in Kadara Port without Sloan taking a cut. The cash nav point, though? You interested? It's yours for a fair price.
You've got a deal.
Lovely. Here's the nav point. In the meantime, feel free to take a look at what I've already got in stock.
That's not a problem. I understand that some of this stuff is going to be quite nice, like shield reset bonus here, that I can just buy. N7 paint job. Oh, maybe. Maybe I'll buy that. Ooh. Maybe I'll buy that as well. All the lovely stuff. Maybe I'll buy some platinum. I don't know. Too much to buy. A shuttle module as well. She's hiding all the good stuff. She's hiding all the good stuff. Well, it turns out I end up buying stuff. I could sell or salvage too. A new paint job sounds good to me. Well, we ended up with even more quests. Who'd have thought, in this rocky, weird terrain, how am I going to get to the quest I'm trying to target? This is the question. All around there. Seems like I'm going to come off and find crime scenes instead. And a Ket transponder too. For the Archon quest. Join me next time when we try to loop our way around. But there's quite a lot to see here. Thanks to these hidden cache markers. See you next time. Bye-bye.